Sometimes you're anxious because you let people come around you that don't honor your boundaries. And in order to get that part in order, you have to honor yourself, which goes back to that confidence video that I did. You have to honor yourself first, and then you can communicate with other people what that looks like for you. So maybe that looks like, don't talk to me crazy. You don't have to say it like that. I had a little attitude. You can say it in a nicer way, but you know, don't talk to me crazy. No, I don't want to talk about my ex anymore. No, I don't want to talk about that friend that I'm no longer friends with. You know, whatever that looks like for you. And once you honor yourself in that, you'll be good to go. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be wrapping up my last self-care video. We've talked about vulnerability and we talked about confidence, and this is going to be the last installment in this video. If you liked the series so far, please give this video a thumbs up. Today's video is going to be about anxiety. Oh my god, anxiety. So just keep watching. So let me start by saying I am not a mental health expert. All opinions are my own. I feel like I have to say that. And then also I recognize that there are different types of anxiety. There's like, you know, chronic anxiety, there's different types of depression, etc. So I can only speak to the type of anxiety that I experience and what has helped me in those situations. So I feel like most of the time I have some level of anxiety. Now, 95% of the time, that level of anxiety does not disturb my normal day. It doesn't prevent me from eating. It doesn't prevent me from doing my job. It doesn't prevent me from having friends or, you know, that type of thing. But I will say that when I get anxious, I get real anxious. Like when Janae said, when I get mad, I get big mad. When I get anxious, I get really, really anxious. So the first thing that has really helped me is breathing. And I know people are like, breathing, and you may even be like, no, that's witchcraft, blah, blah, blah. No, you need to breathe, because as much as anxiety may be like emotional, it's also physiological. Is that the word that you say? Like your body is physically reacting to something that either you are experiencing or something in the past that's been traumatic, or you know what I mean, or something that you fear that you're going to experience. So you need to breathe, and when you take slow, deep breaths, it slows down your thoughts, it slows down your mind. Okay, most of the things that I've been anxious about are things that I can't control, or things that have already happened, and it's just kind of like a ripple effect as far as you know, things like that have been super triggering or whatever. So I will say that breathing has helped me a lot, because it helps you to realize where you are now. Like you're not in this event that hasn't happened yet, and you're not in the past where something has happened to you. You are here now, and hopefully in a safe place. Sometimes you're anxious because you let people come around you that don't honor your boundaries. And in order to get that part in order, you have to honor yourself, which goes back to that confidence video that I did. You have to honor yourself first, and then you can communicate with other people what that looks like for you. So maybe that looks like, don't talk to me crazy. You don't have to say it like that. I had a little attitude. You can say it in a nicer way, but you know, don't talk to me crazy. No, I don't want to talk about my ex anymore. No, I don't want to talk about that friend that I'm no longer friends with. You know, whatever that looks like for you. And once you honor yourself in that, you'll be good to go. The next thing I would also say is give yourself a break. You know, a lot of times when we're anxious and we feel overwhelmed, it's because we're only thinking about what we are not, instead of thinking about all the amazing things that we are. Like the fact that you clicked on this video, the fact that you want more for yourself, the fact that you got up today, the fact that you're still breathing, it's an accomplishment. Like we live in a world where it's like, you're not accomplished unless you have a Mercedes or whatever, you know what I mean? But It's an accomplishment to be you and to be in your right mind. And I don't think that we say that enough. The saints used to say, I just praise the Lord for being in my right mind, for waking me up this morning. That's an accomplishment. The next thing I'm gonna say about anxiety is when you need to take a break from social media, do it. Which is why you haven't seen me on here in like a month, because I needed to take a break from social media. A lot of times with things going on in the news, I didn't realize it, but it was very triggering to me. A lot of things that were happening in the news. I just need to take a step back, okay? For my mental sanity. I just need to take a step back and just enjoy life in my little indestructible bubble of happiness. And then when I'm ready, I can come back and I can make content and it will be fun and it'll be great. And more than that, I will feel like myself doing it. And I think that is a major problem with anxiety, is that anxiety robs us of experiencing our true selves, and it can rob other people of experiencing who you are truly, because when you are anxious all the time, you're living like you're in danger. And how you act when you're in danger is not the same of how you act when, like, normal you know what I mean? So anxiety is hard on you emotionally, mentally, physically. So it's so important to do what you need to do in order to be your best self, in order to maintain that peace, whatever that looks like for you. And don't feel bad for taking a step back, and don't let other people make you feel bad either, okay? We ain't got the time for that. The last thing I want to say about anxiety is that it's so important to, it has been so important for me to kind of check myself on this, because anxiety unchecked for me leads to depression. And so when I'm just going, living like, I'm in that type of danger, sooner or later I'll end up kind of like in a depressed mode, and that's no fun. That is no fun. And like I said before, depression, there's lots of types of depression. It looks different on everyone, but it's so important when you can, if you're able to be very aware of yourself, to be very introspective, to know what's going on. Journaling has helped me a whole lot with anxiety, because it's not only allowed me to release my thoughts, but it's also helped me to like keep track of how I'm feeling as a trend. Like, did I have a good week this week? Did I have a bad week last week? The Calm app is also really good for that, if you are into like apps, because it will ask you, how are you feeling this day? And then you can put little notes in there. And so like if you're feeling sad, why are you feeling sad? Or it will even break down the emotions, like sad, but are you fearful? I don't know the little umbrella terms under sad, but you know what I mean? But it gets really specific so that you can understand how you're truly feeling, because it's really hard to help yourself. It's hard to tell other people how they can help you or be there for you when you don't even know how you feel. And so some of that work is very introspective. Some of that work you really have to think about. If you're able to, if you're in a place with your anxiety or depression where you're able to do that, because you're worth it. You're worth the time that it takes. No matter how busy you are, you're worth the time that it takes. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that you learned some things. And if you're feeling very anxious or depressed, sending you a huge virtual hug, and praying that it will not always be like this for you. So let me know if this video was helpful, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.